Hey traders, TG Watkins here. It is September 4th when I'm recording this, and welcome to your newsletter for the day. So the market continued to melt down a little bit today. In the grand scheme of things, it's basically unchanged because we can see here at the daily chart we're still just basically at the daily 50, and you can see here from the day-to-day we're right there kind of doing a double bottom. But from the intraday perspective, yesterday, Tuesday, the market went so far down that I was kind of thinking that there was either going to be a continuation gap down and then maybe we bounce up from there, or if we gap up, then we'd probably sell into it. And we kind of did the middle ground, actually. We opened about where it was, then we moved up a little bit, and then we just faded off all day. Now, as far as the 0-day, like day trading stuff, there really wasn't any moves. Neither the calls nor the puts really took off in any meaningful way. Even though the market sold off a little bit, it just wasn't with enough energy to really get anything done. So there just really wasn't anything available on that. I was looking for perhaps a double bottom earlier in the day and wanted to see if that was actually going to be able to bring price up like that, but it didn't. It continued to move down, and the double bottom was more in this area. So now we just have to wait and see if tomorrow, which is going to be Thursday, is going to provide some sort of bounce attempt. So I would still lean that direction. If we look at the lower time frames, there's not too much to glean from here, but I do think that the market overall is pretty far pushed down, and the fact that we're sitting basically right on that daily 50, I would imagine we're going to get some sort of bounce from here. The question then becomes, does this, was this the pullback? Is that all we need? And that this is going to be that test of support and we go higher? Just for reference, we did get that here. I think that was around end of May. And so we did get that pullback to the daily 50, and it was back off to the races. This time might be different. We're not entirely sure yet. We have to wait for price to actually rebound and see what happens. The biggest tell, I believe, is going to be, well, two things. Number one, if price can get back over the hourly 50 and the Moxie indicator get above 0, great. Then we're going to be back to the upside. If we can basically bounce off the daily 50 and continue up, great. We're going to be to the upside. However, if we're looking at the downside, if price gets rejected by the hourly 50, like we kind of bounce up here and then it rolls over, then yeah, we're going to go down. And from this point, if we do get a bounce and price starts to come back below the daily 21 and then the daily 50, yeah, we're probably going to go down from there. So it's kind of a big mixed picture as far as where we are. We kind of have a if this, then that view of stuff. And then if we look at something like FNGU, which is the ETF for the FANG stocks, there is the potential for a move up because we're kind of at this double bottom area, and I do want to see if we get this move up, but we have to be careful that this move up might just be a continuation to the downside because maybe it just bounces up into resistance, and we continue to really not do much. So that's the challenge in through that part. Tesla actually looking kind of interesting. It was up today when the rest of the market was down, so it looks like that should be some relative strength. So if this can continue and stay above these moving averages, then Tesla is kind of looking like the shining diamond compared to a lot of other things. And then if we look at something like the IWM, kind of like the rest of the market, it was popped down, bounced a little bit, not much, still right at the daily 50. And so we just need to see if these things are going to be able to recover in this area. Now, kind of from a bigger picture perspective, one of my concerns is that we still have the put-call ratio down around 0.7. And we've seen before where, there's the top right there, and not even that, we continued to sell off, and, right in through there, that was a top, and then again, right in through there, that was a top, and here, that was another top. So is this going to be a continuation, or is this actually going to be a top? That is a challenging part. I don't know if the thing where we had the put-call ratio cycle, not even all the way up to the upside, just partially, if that's enough. So I'm not totally set on what everything is looking like and where we're going to be going from here, but I do think we should most likely be getting a bounce of some sort for the rest of the week, and then we'll have to see what carries into next week. It's a shortened week this time, so I'm looking for a bounce that might take us Thursday, Friday, and then kind of go from there. All right, guys, well, thanks again, and we'll see you at the next one.
Hey, TG here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like or comment below. Also, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you can stay up to date with my market analysis. Or you can join my free newsletter with the link in the description. Good trading, and I'll see you at the next video.